Oh my god, hey. I don't even know if this stream's gonna work. But so far, so good. Thanks for being here. Thanks for saying hi. You got me thinking about it. Like, you're like, where you been? But I've been saying hi on your streams. And just lurking. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. I'm alright. I'm just like working my ass off. But in a sense of like, you work so hard, but you don't really get anything done, kind of working my ass off. So I don't have like a ton to show for it yet, but I will. I just need to get smart first. How you doing? I am... What am I doing? I am trying to learn how to code things. And I'm going to attempt the most challenging feat yet for me, which is to make something that people can actually click on and it does stuff when you click on it. It's one thing to make a website that just looks nice. It's another thing that to make something interactive. So that's the goal today. I should be more specific. So when I said that's the goal today, I was more thinking like starting that project is what I will accomplish. Not actually finishing that project. So I got plans. Oh look, I got curly hairs and I got straight hairs on the sides. What is that? Why are they doing that? Stop that. But yeah, that's the plan, is to like get some ideas down and see if I can get any of them to move, if you will, like be interactive somewhat. So I got stuff. Also, I'm wiggling a lot because I'm standing. I've been coding so much and sitting and studying and reading so much and then gaming in my time off or watching streams in my time off, sitting, that my hips messed up. It's like so tight in there that if I sit, it'll like give me actual pain. This is what it's like to be old. But it's okay. It's okay, it's less of an aging thing and more of a I'm sitting too long thing. But I'm fixing it. I got my standing desk. And I have some DMCA free music that hopefully is accurately DMCA free. So we can all like hang out a little bit. Satsu, hi. Nice emotes. Satsu, every time I see one of your little Facebook streams, I'm staring daggers into your overlay. I really want to do a new one for you. It's like time, you know? You gotta give me time, of course, but I keep thinking about it. It's these developer projects that are just giving me so much headache. Sir! Oh, I know what I need. I just saw these sitting here on my desk. Look at little gamer earrings. I'm not good at these. Yeah, I know. You are so patient with me. Seriously. No one else has ever been as patient as you. And I don't mean to like egg you on to be more patient, but like, damn. Thank you. Oh, stream closed captioner. I tried that and it's kind of bad. I need a better one. Star Fox, do you use a closed captioner? This one I tested out was alright, but it could be a lot better. So I wasn't sure if I like this one or not. I do like the idea that this one can be an overlay on Twitch that not everyone has to see if they don't want to see it. Because sometimes I know visual clutter on screen can be like distracting more than enhancing of the viewing experience. So this one, you could like toggle it on or off. I don't know anyone else who uses these. Hmm. Stream. Dashboard. Continue with Twitch. What are we chatting about today? Well, I'm actually gonna start my new project, Setsu. So it actually might be a little distracting for you because it's like code related. You're gonna see my project and all the stuff I'm gonna do. I'm really excited about it, but I'm actually really scared because it's the hardest project I will attempt yet. So far, what have I made? What have I made? Wait a minute. I have like maybe 3 projects that I'm done. So number 1, I made a static website, it's just a study guide. It just has bullet points and words on it. There's nothing really there, but I was able to learn how to make a website before my class started, which was really cool. And then number 2 was taking someone else's website and making it correct after they made like a bunch of errors. So like, again, that's kind of a boring. But number 3, I made a portfolio so I can put my next projects in there and like have them all kind of combined together, which is cool. And I have it so it works on mobile, it works on tablet, it works on computer. That was very exciting. This one, oh no, then there was number 4. I made a password generator, which is actually really good. You can tell it how many characters, like how long you want your password to be. You can go up to like over 100 characters. And you can say like what types of things do you want to be in your password. And it's randomized every time, which is really cool. This one is going to be a multiple choice quiz. And it's gonna kick my butt, I know it. Cause like, I'm not 100% sure that what I think is part of the requirements is true, because they don't explicitly say you can or can't do this. But I'm almost 100% sure that even though there's multiple pages in the quiz, like page 1 will be like the start page where it says like what are the rules and what you're about to do and like the start button. And then page 2 would be like one of the questions is showing and like possible answers are showing, and you have to like click on one of them. And there's probably like a bunch of different versions of that because there's a bunch of different questions. And then page 3 might be like game over, you win or you lose or whatever, here's your score or something, save your score or whatever. And then page 4 would be like, here's the leaderboard, like here's your score compared to everyone else's. So in developing, you have to like, you could make 4 separate pages, or you could just use one page and then keep editing it and say like, oh, well, if the game's over, then show them this and then hide the rest. And I'm pretty sure the showing and hiding is what I'm supposed to do instead of just switching which page they're looking at. And that part is so hard. HBO Max is available. Oh, fuck. I gotta turn off my bot. Alright, so you asked me what we're doing today, and that's what we're doing today. That's the chat. Let's see what the hell's going on. Number 1 though, I want to see if I can turn on my speech to text on the dashboard. So let's do that. Logging with Twitch. On a browser that knows my Twitch password, please. Whew. I have so many browsers open right now. Oh, none of my browsers know my password. That's lame. I don't even know my password. Oi, oi, oi. Alright, username, failderp. Password? Question mark? Yeah. Alright, password's in. Now I gotta do my authorization token. I'm getting there. Nice earrings, thank you. They were just the right thing to wear today since I won't really be gaming too much. I can still be connected to the gaming world with them. Alright, where's Twitch? Twitch! Oh yeah, logged in. Alright, click to start. Does it work? Hello, captioner. Wake up! Hello, captioner! Wake up! Okay, it's on. And it's writing in caps. Oh, it's so bad. That's okay. Fine. Alright, captioner is running. Number 2 is turning off that dang bot. And then we can get started. So funny. Oh my god, it's finally working! Yes! No way, did this work? Wait, what's... I need to do some math. I just got an email saying that my order finally went through. I've been trying to buy something since Black Friday. Woo! Cool. I don't get the discount, but whatever. Fuck it. God dang body! Ew. That sounds gross. Alright, timers. HBO Max, you gotta go. Good impression? Oh, thanks! I hear it from you, like, all the time. So, in reality, I was actually doing an impression of you, as opposed to the actual show. Yep. Okay, chat commands. What else? Did I turn it on? Custom commands. HBO Max, yeah, you gotta go. Star Trek, you gotta go. Oh man, what else is on here? Okay, this should be good. You don't know what I'm talking about? That's okay. We can drop it. I understand. I understand. I know you don't want me to call you out. Oh, you know what? I added something to my to-do list. You're gonna have to deal with it. Attempting to code like a developer. Forgot the O. Twitch.tv/failderp. Or panic mode. For panic mode. Right now! Ah! Is there a confused emoji? That's pretty good. Sweet. Mike! Oh my god, hey. How you doing? Ceci's trying to get me to do impressions of him. He does quotes and impressions of like TV stuff, and he's typing it in chat to get me to say it. You got anything good? What? I can't do that one. Okay. Alright. Everything is fixed now. It should be totally fixed. Actually start my coding program. Okay. I lied. I'm still closing things on my screen so I don't expose my information. Sorry. Hi, diddly ho, neighborino. Alright, I know I have a mustache, but you shouldn't be able to see it that good, huh? Doesn't he have like an episode where Ned Flanders shaves his episode. Oh my god, I'm gonna just step on the dog's nose. She got bored and was like, fine, I'll just lay at your feet, but I'm stepping and like jigging around. I almost smushed your little nose, doggy! Okay. Alright, you wanna see what I'm doing? I'll show you. He did shave his mustache. Okay. See, look! It says he did shave his mustache. What? I need a really good closed captioner. Like, this is not good enough. It's not terrible, and it does produce words when I produce words, but it could be better. Ugh! Okay.
Pew, 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 pew. 36-month love. 3 years of a smart, pretty, and talented teacher and artist. Thank you.
Why are they so nice? Oh my god. I'm crying. Thank you. That was really, really kind words. Damn it. That was really unexpected. Thanks for being here, Zarkor. And thanks for the 3-year subscription! Don't think that got away from me. I saw that number is divisible by 12. Holy crap. Yeah, I'm gonna make something. And I'm gonna try. Oh, I have some ideas here. But I think I should make the text bigger, shouldn't I? That's a little better. I'm supposed to make a timed coding quiz that has multiple choice questions that runs in the browser. It also has to dynamically update, which means when you change the size of the screen, like if you do on mobile or whatever, it's supposed to still look good and like be usable. Because I know sometimes websites look terrible. If you go to my nicepage.io/failderp or whatever it is, it's terrible. But now that I'm learning how to do all this, I'll be able to fix it. Oh my god, Zark don't make me cry. Oh, he said 3 years himself. Frameworks? No, I'm not allowed to touch any of that stuff yet. I'm just using the code itself. So I'm using HTML and CSS and JavaScript. And so in my class that we're doing, it's like one giant new concept per week and we have to like cram. It's really hard for me at that pace, but sorry, there's a core hair on my mouth. So I would show you my other project that I just made, but it has a lot of personal identifying information. I can probably send it to you if you're curious later. But I can't put it on stream. But basically, in the class, it's offered via UPenn, but it's a bootcamp company that pairs with different universities. I'm not technically a UPenn student. I'm not going to get a UPenn degree or anything. I'm not getting credits from UPenn. It's a non-accredited program. But the good side of it is, even though I don't get like credits or anything, or like a degree, I guess they just have a certificate of completion or something, but I learn a lot of skills really quickly. So, like, week 1 was cramming HTML, Git, and the beginnings of CSS, and then we added on to that the week 2. And then week 3 was cramming JavaScript, and week 4 is learning more about how JavaScript connects with web APIs. Wednesday we start week 5, which I think is like third-party APIs. So I'm imagining it'll be more JavaScript. And I think the majority of this program will revolve around... Hey! I think it'll revolve around JavaScript and like tools that I'll come with. Like, right at the end, we learned React, which I know is a framework for JavaScript. I don't think I'll be getting any frameworks for like CSS though. Like I couldn't even tell you what they're called. I really don't even know. But that's okay. One of my tutors I was working with, because we get like an hour-long session or 50-minute long session once a week that comes with the program. They connect you with tutors and stuff, and they were like, "Oh my God, you know how to do design? You can be a unicorn." There are companies that look for people like you who know how to do like design and developing. I didn't know this, but apparently the people who design just use frameworks and don't actually know how to code. I don't really get that because I haven't seen a framework yet, but whatever. This is cool. I gotta do everything the hard way. So I'm gonna be using this classwork thingy, like references for my classwork, because there's all these activities we do in class. They have an instructor version and then they have like a student version. Yeah. And I'm gonna make my multiple choice quiz. Yeah. This song's weird. I can't believe there's a quick play redeem. How do people keep track of all this stuff? Like, I guess if you're an Overwatch streamer full time and that's all you ever do, you might be able to leave that up there permanently. But do people really go into their redeems and like edit them every time they do a stream? That's so tedious. Okay, I'm embarrassed, but I have to actually walk away for a second. Cora needs to go outside. I will be right back. We will get into this very slowly. It'll take me time, but if you're interested, I'll leave this up on screen just so you can see like the project plans that I have. Yeah, the doggo. I'll be right back. Everyone behave. left my mic on the whole time. Okay. What's happening? Ah, Setsu's smacking everyone. You smacked my what the fuck? Coding stream, yes. Hi, Ryan. Ignoring is not the right word. I feel like Setsu should be used to that by now. I'll like, he'll do something or say something and I'll be like, okay. And then like move on. Or go back to what I was doing because I don't know how to respond. And I get distracted. He knows all about it. You use Dragon Ball Z booster boxes? Wait, you do? And Digimon box. Oh, we're going back a bit. I found Oreos. Oh, they're not black. They're yellow. What? Come on, they're not green. There we go. They smell like cleaning fluid. Mmm, lemon. Mmm. Alright. So I got my ideas down. Cora, no. She's got bed still laying on. She's got toys. But she stole food the other day. Last night, actually. I don't want to let her roam around the house because I made food recently. And I don't want her to steal it while it's cooling off. Also, I'm attempting to have my microphone off screen. Can you let me know if it sounds like weird? Like, should I put it right in front of my face again? Or are we okay? It's like right here. I'm down. Phaser Dominoes is better than an Oreo? Hey, Acid! I don't know what the first one is at all. What is a Phaser Domino? All I can think of is like Domino the game or Domino's the pizza. Also, I really appreciate you getting back to me on audio. Thank you. I can only test it so much, but I keep fidgeting with it and then I can't test it anymore. Oreo, but better. Wow, I would never have guessed. That would be the definition. Mmm. Acid, I'm learning how to be a hacker. Not really. Alright, let's get started, shall we? It's time. Oh, everything's so big. Alright, I started this from scratch around 11 p.m. last night, and I actually have absolutely no clue what I'm doing. So if you see something that looks really wrong, I don't really know what to tell you, because you're probably going to see a lot of those things, and if that stresses you out, you should probably just leave. But, I welcome questions. I don't welcome backseat coding, because I'm not smart enough to probably follow what you're going to tell me anyways. And telling me, well, if you don't understand it, just write this. That won't be appreciated either. Because I'm trying to learn. I want to learn. Anyone here can probably code this, except for me. So, I want to learn. Domino tastes like a cookie. Why not just eat a regular cookie then? Does it have filling? Alright. So, create a start button. I did. It doesn't do anything though. Thank you. I appreciate it. No, it's hard. Setsu was trying to help me the other day. What am I saying? Not the other day. Like, all last week with my previous project. And it was really good experience because he was able to explain stuff and I was able to kind of ask questions, and then he would ask questions to try and get me to explain stuff. It was good. Ryan, I feel that. Welcome back, Zarknor. It's okay. You do your thing. I was just saying I don't think I want backseat coding, even though I'll probably do things really wrong. If it stresses you out, Zarknor, to see me do things really badly, you should probably not be here. Because I will be doing it very badly. For the foreseeable future, at least. That's okay. But yeah, last week was good with Setsu. He was trying to help a lot. The only time we got frustrated with each other was like, he knew what I needed to do to fix something that had a bug in it, and he didn't know how to give hints that I might find that and also find a solution. All he had in his brain was, this is how I can tell her how to fix it. And he didn't say that, but he kept telling me it was wrong, and I'm like, motherfucker, if you tell me it's wrong one more time. It wasn't bad though. It was just kind of funny how that happened. Like, you can only help so much. The rest is up to me, so. You could save me so much time. Yeah, why don't I just put it in Chat GPT or whatever, that AI that'll just do it all for me? I honestly should. No, I'm supposed to make a quiz of multiple choice questions. Eventually I'll get to the dynamically adaptive part. I don't really care about that right now. I kind of just want to do the HTML to JavaScript interactions, because I think that's going to be the harder part. Yeah, well, I don't know if OpenAI is the name of that company. I'm not familiar, but I know that most of the AIs that are out there right now are not open source, which is a concern. But you can get a lot of scripts written down like very quickly. I've heard. I haven't used it at all because I don't know enough on like how to use it or coding to be able to specify what I want. But yeah, I've heard it from my instructor actually that he does that to automate a certain couple of things, and he'll just look at it and be like, yeah, it looks good, whatever, just plug it in. It's the main domain and ChatGPT is also in the name. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. So I guess is OpenAI the company? You're a VIP in this chat, which means you're welcome to do such things if you would like. I think randoms don't have the ability to do that because I don't want randoms posting random shit. But we're talking about it, so you can post it if you want to. More like acid about to post IP grabber. I would see you doing that. I was kind of interested in this. I'd be really interested in trying this with my students. Were I still a teacher at a school. But maybe I can use this elsewhere. I went to a webinar last night. Let me just change this real quick so I don't expose my info or my classmates' info, so I can find the name of the webinar. It was called Impact of Data Science and Machine Learning in Social Media Space. And the presenter was Jyotika Singh, and she was so good. And she was talking about this chatbot and stuff last night because people were asking about it. And it's really cool. She was saying though, like, you can ask this chatbot any sort of question about almost any sort of topic, from like basic, like what color should I paint my room, to very detailed, like, oh, can you write me a script that does this specific task on the internet or something. And she was saying though, every time it writes a response, there's a well-written response it can provide. Like, it has natural language to make it seem like a human, if that's what you're asking. But the caveat is not all of the answers that you get from it are actually accurate. It can tell you a lot of incorrect information just because of the bias that it has. So, I thought that was kind of cool. Alright, back to desktop. It's really interesting to hear about from her. Codex is the module that generates code, and Dolly does the images. Yeah, they talked about Dolly last night too, and I think another one. I think the images one is the most controversial because it has taken so much stuff from people that did not consent. Like, it's one thing to grab people's chat history and anonymize it, if that's a word. Like, take off the data that describes that person who wrote the chat. But I think taking people's artwork has been pretty messed up. It's cool though. I made an account just for later. But yeah, I see OpenAI is the big company, and they produce this. Okay, you want to see what I have so far? Here's a live page. JavaScript coding quiz. Answer as many questions as you can before time runs out, but be careful because the timer will drop after a wrong answer. I have a start button that does nothing. I have a time left with an actual timer. Here, look. It's counting down. Right here. 40 seconds. I have buttons that don't do anything. There's nothing in them. Leaderboard. And a place for you to write your initials. The submit button does nothing. Home does nothing. Clear scores. They don't do anything. Oh! If you hit submit, it restarts the timer. That's weird. I didn't tell it to do that. Well, if you were actually to wait the whole 60 seconds, I believe the timer responds by erasing where it says the seconds are left, and then erasing time left, and it says like time's up or something. I want to see if it still works. And I'm gonna get me some water. Seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It goes away and then it says time's up. Cool. So that works. Happy New Year! That's what I was thinking when I was doing that. You got New Year's plans? I got nothing. Oh my god, Setsu, tomorrow's your sister's birthday. That's what day it is. It's the day before Setsu's sister's birthday. Oh, snap. Can I snooze? Yes, you can snooze. We'll try again in a few weeks. Today's Tyler's birthday? Oh, shit. Wait, can you put that in the calendar? Because I'm pretty sure I didn't know that. Set it to repeat. Account suspended! This better be spam. Who's emailing me? Oh, it's spam. Fuck you. Report junk. Phishing. Delete, delete, delete. Delete, delete. Delete, delete. Boop. Fun fact, I still get work emails. Literally. I haven't worked there since October 26th, 2022. It's almost next year and they still haven't taken my email down. All I did as a quick fix was removed my credentials so I can't log in anymore, but my phone still has my email on it, which is active. So stupid. Wow, 10 p.m. Hey, me too. I've been up till like midnight though a lot. That's probably why I've been so cranky, not able to stream. I know, I almost want to tell them, but to be honest, I've caught a few important messages that were meant for whoever was in my position, so they sent it to me. Like someone was like, "Oh my god, my daughter is sick and hey, there's a test today and she's missing it and I think she's gonna be out for a bit longer, so can you please send some stuff? Like we want to know what to do about the test and what to do about like whatever comes next. Please like throw us a bone." And I'm like, damn, why is she begging this mom? Like I didn't set up my class to be that harsh, you know? Everything was like no big deal for my French class. But they got a European teacher who's harsh and strict and traditional, I suppose is the correct word. And yeah, I think the kid who's just a middle schooler was like freaking out about her test. And the mom decided to try and handle it for her so she wouldn't be more stressed. I felt so bad. I'm like, honey, I haven't been the teacher here for a month. It was like late November she sent that, like right before Thanksgiving. So I had to like message the teacher who took my job on LinkedIn and be like, hey, can you contact the mom of this one girl who's in your first period class? She thinks I still work there. She needs to talk to you. And then it was like, can you also send home papers and make a digital announcement that you work there, and maybe if necessary that I also don't work there, or ask the school to do it if you don't feel comfortable doing that, like for fuck's sake. So yeah. It's messy, but so like in a way it's unethical to leave my account open and running, but it's also their responsibility to do it correctly. And I've been able to help them avoid situations that they just don't need to struggle with. Some people were like, why did that girl not tell her that she is a new teacher? And I think probably because she's a middle schooler, she didn't know, like, while in a panic about her test that's coming up, to like mention that she is a new teacher. I don't know. Alright. I'm dawdling. Create event listener to begin quiz. I don't have a function that is the quiz yet, so I'm probably gonna skip that for now. Create a timer that counts down per 1,000 milliseconds from a set start time and stops at 0. I did that. Check. Set time begins at 60 seconds. So you get 4 seconds a question. On average. Holy cow! Moo! I don't know how to represent the holy part, but I got the cow part pretty good. You look good? Send pictures. Did you get all dandified today? Look at this white blob above me. You see it's a shadow. There's a light source in front of me? That's really weird. Yeah, send pretty fox. Oh. Well, I already know what I look like, so that was kind of anticlimactic. I kind of want to clip that. That was kind of funny. Wait. Where is my... Oh, here it is. That probably is not going to work. But now it's there. How you doing, Star Fox? I'm gonna hide chat for right now because you can't read it. Yeah, that's a fact. Add event listener to start button to begin timer on click and call quiz function. Okay. I made 4 questions as objects. I'm going to have a function that calls the timer and a function that starts the quiz. No, a function that is the quiz, and I'll have a function that's the button for it. Function start button. Okay. Event listener to start to call quiz function. Event listener to call time remaining function. Keton. Waiting to go ride or go to work? Wait, are you maybe not going to work today? Because I'm assuming you mean ride your bike. Ooh, I gotta move. I've been sitting so much, my hips messed up. So I'm using my standing desk and it feels really good, but I gotta remember to not stand perfectly still. Ah! Okay. Because you can put an event. I'm guessing you can put an event. No, you can't. What can you do with event listeners? You can't put an event listener in a function because it's always listening. Whatever will happen with the event listener depends on click in this case. So I don't need a start button function. Never mind. Wait, are you gonna ride to work on your bike? You can put them together. Event listener to call. Event listener called start button. To call quiz function. To call quiz function. And call time remaining function. Okay. That's not going to be in there. And this is not going to be called start button. This is going to be called quiz. Hip dysplasia. That's something that a lot of dog breeds can get because of bad breeding. Oh, wait. What? No surface roads between us or no surface roads between you and your place of work? What are you saying? Because I know you have like an off-road bike too. Just off-road it. Alright, let's see how to do event listeners. Because I don't remember. Hiya! We'll go over here. Working on a website, help. There it is. That's the one. Oh, it's not nicepage.io/failderp. It's failderp.nicepage.io. See, this is the old school thing. I use a service to help me build that, but it's not reactive to screen size. So if you open that on mobile or tablet, it looks terrible. Correct on all accounts again. Starfox, what are you doing to me? Wait, what is this? Oh, this is a mini project. I don't want to look at that. I don't want to look at this. This is a terrible project. The instructor was like, make a word guess game similar to Hangman and do it in 25 minutes in a group of 3 people. And we couldn't decide what to do first, so we did nothing for 25 minutes last night. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't a good enough amount of time to even make the plan for it. It's a little silly. Yeah, I'd say your closest bet would probably be dying because it's so far. There was a guy who did a cross-country ride on a bicycle, though. It can be done. I just don't know what roads he took. But it was definitely factually possible. Just really difficult. I think he lost a lot of weight and stuff. And, like, not in the healthy sense where, like, you just need to tone up a little bit. Like, no, I think he was emaciated and exhausted all the time. Don't recommend. If you come visit, don't take your bike. I'll get you a bike to use when you're over here. That's not gonna be your main mode of transport to get here. Right, what did I want to do? Event listeners. Event listeners. Using the console log. Making a variable. Different types of code. Primitive types of code. Whatever. Comparison operators. Conditional statements. Arrays. Function, scope, method, object. Hello? Where's the event listener? I guess it's in one of these. I just don't remember which one. Not that one. Not that one. Ooh. Nope. Not that one. Gosh darn it. Give me an event listener example. This is my class. Like, practice activities that we do during class. I'm in class like 12 hours every week. And we do like a shit ton of these. The odd numbered ones say INS on it for instructor. And the even numbered ones say STU on it for student. They have the same name. So he'll like show us some stuff. And then he'll be like, now you guys try. And it'll either be like not either. There's usually 3 scenarios. 1 is debug something. 2 is code something. Like there's code that's missing and you have to add it. And the other is like comment something to just like identify stuff. Like look for something and be like, what does this do? And just write a little green comment saying, oh, it does this. Hey there. How you doing? I'm looking through my classwork to find some specific thing. I'm not finding it. Damn. Oh, because it's not in here. It's in this week. I was looking at last week. Yeah, I'd say it's good. I'm just like stiff as hell. Like physically, my joints are not happy with me. But other than that, I'm good. I'm standing right now. Yeah. I've been doing this class for like 4 weeks now. And I do 12 hours of class. And you have to sit at the desk. Well, they don't make you sit, but you have to be at your computer and like you have to be on cam with the mic. So like, I don't know. And it's like 3 hours every night. No, it's 5:45 to 10 p.m. It's more than 3 hours. And it's almost 4 hours. And then there's like studying, or then there's like doing the homework project. They give you like a big project each week. Well, okay, it's a little project each week, but it's really hard. So for me, it's a big project. And then, yeah, so from all that studying, coding, and being in class, I've been sitting a lot, and like my joints are just fucked right now. So I'm really enjoying standing and like wiggling around and like being loose. Trying to loosen up my joints. I'm sure you can relate because like mobility can just be such a pain in the ass sometimes if you don't have it. What you been up to? How's your podcast planning? Or sorry, I keep calling it a podcast because you said that word like one time. I know you just said recordings, I think. Oh, Satsu added something to the calendar. Thank you. Event listeners. Yes, this is what I wanted. This is the thing I couldn't find. This is in the wrong week. Okay. Okay, so at the top, you have to make a variable that you name whatever is like a relevant name. And then you attach it to your HTML document via the class type on whatever thing you want to attach it to. Or ID type. Yeah, class ID. Okay, and then oh, this one was like a website that had a dark mode versus light mode toggle. And then they just changed the mode from dark. So theme switcher is this variable attached to the HTML right here. The label on something. And then so they added an event listener to theme switcher on click. So when you click that thing, which looks like a toggle, it's really just a checkbox that they made look pretty. When you click on it, and it has to be on that spot, it switches from one to the other. If mode is dark, switch to light. Set the container for the whole web page from dark to light. Otherwise, otherwise set mode back to dark. Yeah. So I can use this as an example, I think. Possibly. Close that. So I want an event listener that listens to this start button on my page. And when that's clicked, it's going to hide all of the HTML that contains the opening page. Oh, maybe I should section that off better if I didn't already. Alright, so the header is here. This is like page 1. Class equals opening page. I'll just call it that. And then main class equals quiz page. And then a side class is leaderboard page. I don't know if this is good. I should probably make them like sections instead of like the header and the main and the aside. What other pages do I need? At the top. Alright. Start page, question page. End page. No, I think it's just the 3 pages. Alright, I have 3 pages. Create a bank of 15 questions is next in the checklist. No, event listener is next. I'm gonna take this off. Event listener to begin quiz is gonna be important. Event listener to start button to begin timer on click and call quiz function. Okay. Save. Ooh. I know I can open a terminal and like write stuff right in this program. But give me a sec. I'm gonna open a command prompt in here and put it on the side so I can save all my stuff without y'all seeing like my file names and stuff in case any of my information isn't there. Alright, CD bootcamp. Big screen cuties! No, you! How you doing, Star Fox? Do you like today? You switched to Mac? How many computers do you have? Yes! Yes, you're no person number 2 to notice them. I have both. Yes. They're a little, like, purpley, pastel purple. They're, like, barely purple, but they are. They were just sitting on my desk. I'm like, oh, let me put them on. Man, look at these sunspots. They're gnarly. You see that? Can't get rid of them. You have 10 computers? I'm sorry, but why? Did you break 9 of them? What? This command prompt is so crappy. It won't let me do ls. ls.a dash a ls.l. Come on. Command prompt is not that good. Oh wait, I should be opening bash. Idiot. That's why. Git bash. Oh, you're just collecting them because you like them. Alright, cd boot camp. There we go. ls cd and multiple choice coding quiz. And then git add dot, git commit m. What am I doing? Modified ideas list with adding event listener start button as next task. What did I do in the script? Nothing. Copied planning notes to script file. And then added class sections to HTML to reflect each page type. Leader, no. What do they call it? Opening, quiz, and leaderboard. Opening, quiz, and leaderboard page. Save. Git push. Ugh. Git. I can't remember what I'm supposed to do. This is exactly where I go wrong every time. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I have to set up stream. Git set dash u origin featured JS? GitHub, whatever. Can't remember. I'm so bad at Git. I'm so bad at synchronizing my Git. I'm not bad at Git, I'm bad at synchronizing it. I want to set upstream this branch because I can't do a git push yet until it's set upstream somehow. And I want to set it to origin, I'm pretty sure. But the options it gave me as an error says git push origin head main or git push origin head, and I don't think I want either of them. Satsu has tried to help me with this multiple times, and I keep forgetting what's the correct way to do it with what I'm trying to do. I can't show you though because it has personal identifying name on it. Okay, what's happening? Zarknar is answering a question. All the sunlight in my eyes? Yeah. What about left tool? Why does everyone favor right? What do you mean? Zarknar has LGBT tag on stream. You add a tag. You type in the box where it says add tag, whatever letters and words you want, and then you hit add tag. Say ally, Star Fox. The correct thing to do is say ally. So if you don't consider yourself within the LGBTQIA plus community, then it's not the appropriate thing to do to say that tag. Just like I wouldn't say like I am like black streamer or something, or like I can't remember the term, black creator or something. Like I wouldn't say that, but you can say you're an ally. Yeah, I'd say Zarknor, it would be appropriate for you guys because you mention that stuff all the time. Even Derp does what? What? Are you using git command line or git desktop? I'm using git bash for the desktop. I installed it as a program. I originally was opening the command line and being like, why doesn't this work? Then I remembered I'm using bash. Because VS Code has git bash that I installed and connected into it, but I don't want it reading out like my name and stuff in the files and folders and stuff. Pansexual? Oh, you Googled it. Good for you. Yeah, you might do well with LGBTQ plus ally as a tag. Like, just take the part in quotes. Then people won't be like upset later on when they find out you're not like gay or something. Star Fox is gonna have another today I learned moment, and that's okay. That's part of being an ally, is you get to learn all this stuff. That's so funny. Okay. Get branch. I'm on the branch. Ugh. Doing git help doesn't give me all the things I want, though. I want to do setup stream to origin. I'm gonna Google it. Git set up stream to origin. Why do I have to get push setup stream to origin branch? Posted 6 years ago. Oh, it's 2 dashes? Wait, git push dash u origin feature JS. Oh, I think I did it. Git status. Git branch. Git push. I think it worked. Okay. Anyway. Close the terminal. Turn the screen back on. Yeah. Okay. Yes, I like learning things too. I think that's why we get along. Can you explain what you have in quotes? The daily administration? Are you talking about like praying or mass or the Eucharist or something? I'm not sure I fully know what you mean by that. I can guess. Yeah, I saw something the other day about that. There, maybe it was like last night or this morning. It was really recently. Someone like disowned their kid because they were part of the LGBT community, and they were like, oh, as asexual or something. They were like, I'm asexual, and they came out to their family, and their mom was like, that's not Christian or something. And they were genuinely asking the world, probably as a young person, can you be asexual and still follow your religion? And I feel like that's so sad. That's definitely not right. That's definitely not fair, if that's what you mean. Like, just being able to participate in, like, what's culturally relevant to you. And I call religion cultural because, obviously, there's many religions. And they typically are tied to specific cultures. So, I don't mean that to be offensive, but I do consider religion to be cultural. Okay, event listener. What was I even doing? Oh, I was just saving it. Okay, now I know how to save it. We can move on. That was really long, I feel like. Oh! In the book of Acts. Oh! So you're telling them not to discriminate point blank from, like, and ostracize them. Good. Are you telling me they were seriously shook? Or is that like a expression you're using because it's nice to say? Like, did they really give you bug eyes on that one? Because that's fucked up. Yeah, come on. Okay. What am I doing? I'm going to get a variable, and instead of whatever this is, I'm going to set it to the start button. Where's my start button? Button. Start button. Okay. Here I go. The quiz is going to stay empty for a minute. Variable start button equals document dot query selector, and mine is called start button, and it's a class, so it needs a dot in front of it, probably. Weird, because sometimes we use that and sometimes we don't. It gets a little confusing for me. Whatevs. Yeah. Maybe they think that they can make those decisions for everyone else because they have one deity. Like, well, there's one deity, so one of me can make big decisions too because I'm just as important. It's their entitlement talking or something. Well, I hope it's gonna get through to them. For everyone's sake. Okay, the start button variable is now attached to the start button that's in the JavaScript. Now I'm going to make start button event listener and attach it to doing stuff. So when you click the start button, then something will happen. What will happen? Function. Function will happen. Oof. I might need to sit soon. Okay, function will happen. And in the function, what will we do? Call the quiz function and start the timer. So we will also call the time remaining function. Yay! Then sit down. Oh, Cora, hi. Oh, I flailed my arm out and she was standing right there. Hello. What? Stand on her feet. She likes to stand for feet. She's so cute. She'll like sit next to you and wait for you to pay attention to her, and then when you do, if you stand up, she'll like try and weasel her way between your two legs, and then She'll stay there and just stamp her little feet while you scratch your butt. That's a very dog thing to do, but it's so cute. No, don't lick it. Don't lick it. She's trying to lick the green screen. Girl. Ah. You can stamp your feet. Stamp your feet. Nice. Okay. I forget what I was doing. Okay, wait. No, we're not done. Add the event listener. When you click the button that says start button, then the quiz starts and the time remaining ticker starts, and I want to hide stuff in the HTML. How do I do that? I think I'm gonna hide the header. And I'm gonna put it first. This is gonna be weird, probably. Header. Class opening page. All visibility is CSS controlled unless you do these weird things in the document with query selectors. Huh. You're right, I haven't even touched the CSS page. No, but I want this to happen on click, so it has to be JavaScript. If I were doing like hover or like link click, I could do like pseudo class things or pseudo something else with CSS. But I think I want to do this with JavaScript. JavaScript can alter CSS and HTML. So what I was thinking is making a variable that is for the header, which I give a class of opening page, and just setting it to an empty string when I click the start button, so it quote unquote disappears. Would that be inappropriate? Because there's like a million ways to complete one action. There's so many different ways to achieve the same end result, but I don't know if one is like more efficient or more correct than the other. They don't really give us that, because this course only teaches you how to apply doing things to doing more things. We don't do theory, we don't do history. So it's a bit of a whirlwind trying to figure out what is the appropriate action when trying to do stuff. Just because it's kind of a guessing game or a research game, and sometimes I don't know what to look up. So like I was gonna do var opening page and set it to document query selector opening page like that, and then I was just gonna say opening page is an empty string. Let's see what happens. Where's my... oh, it's here. The timer still times without clicking start. Okay, wait. Why did it do that? I think I must have called it. Timer. I did call it. I feel bad. She wants to roam the house, but I don't trust her. I could put all that food away. It's definitely cooled off by now. Info tidbit! I love those. Yeah, I did learn a little bit about that. JS altering CSS We kind of flew through that pretty quickly, but let's see. Might have been in here with learning how to do prevent default. Let's see. Thank you for your submission, so-and-so. That's HTML. Where do we learn how to change the CSS? I know it's very similar. Append. That's JS again. Maybe if it... I wonder if it was actually in the JavaScript week. Yeah, we use primarily MDN, the Mozilla Developer Network, but they recommended also to check out like the W3 schools and some other things. My instructor had told me that W3 schools is good, but has out-of-date information still published onto it, and to be wary of that. So they said, if you can find it on MDN, reference that first. Oh. Here it is. I'm staring right at it. What was this? Activity 6, setting attributes. Yeah, I think so too. I've definitely learned a good bit of stuff on there. And I think it's... The W3 schools is way easier to understand because it's written in more layman's terms rather than using the really dense jargon that comes with developing. Like sometimes there's a couple of people in class who don't speak English as a first language and they still have some language development delay in understanding the stuff that we're doing because our instructor / the MDN will use jargon to explain other jargon without explaining the smaller details there. So like, even me personally, like when I'm reading MDN, sometimes I can't follow it. Sometimes I'm like just guessing along with what it says because it's too technical. I think once I'm more well versed in certain concepts and topics, I'll be able to use it as a better reference than what it is for me now. W3 is definitely better. But let me see. This is in Web API Activity 6. I had to work with a partner to change colors and font weight and font size and padding. So activity 6 and activity 5 together. Regular expressions. How will I know when I get to regular expressions? I'm not sure if I've seen that or not. Because that's another thing is, on the one hand, the resources they refer us to are full of jargon, and sometimes the the instructor will use jargon. But during class times, when he's teaching, he says, oh, well, this thing and that thing, and half the time he's not using any vocabulary, so I'm not connecting, like, the words together. It's not a bad experience, but I definitely have critique. I think they need to learn more pedagogy and methods on how to actually teach, as opposed to just being like, let me show you the cool stuff I know how to do. You know, it's okay. Can always do better, I guess. Alright, let's see what this is. Oh, and I think I'm gonna sit. I don't know if my chair is gonna fit here, but I'm gonna try it. Here, I know. I'm gonna put the food away so Cora can roam around the house instead of being sad with me in the room. And I'm going to rearrange a little bit. So I'll be back. Just give me like a couple minutes. Hi. I'm back. So tired. Okay, I'm gonna sit too and see what happens. It's been really painful. Oh my god. That sun. It kind of feels good, but let me fix that. Any better? Oh yeah, that's way better. Ah, I was blinded. Okay. Alrighty. Brr. Man, I forgot to close the door. It's time to bundle up. Okay. Set attribute method, change attributes and of elements on page. Yeah. Change any element by grabbing it via the DOM. Document object model or something. Use query selector auto select multiple elements and you can grab them using the ID. Yeah. About to be busy again? Okay. Well, I am in my own project and I am trying to make the different pages. So like start page, question page, and leaderboard page. But I'm doing this all in one HTML document. So instead of making 3 HTML files of each page type, I'm not actually sure if I'm allowed to do that. So I'm using JavaScript to modify what is visible on the page, which I think is what I'm supposed to be doing. So I have the timer. I set the timer. I made an event listener on the start button so that the timer will run when it's clicked. Oops, maybe that's why it didn't work. And I was just troubleshooting the timer because I had called it at the bottom of this function back when I was testing it the first time. So now it should start when I click the button. And I also did I called a quiz function, which currently does nothing. And I was thinking like, well, when I call the quiz, I should probably hide the start page stuff. And Zarkna was like, you should do stuff in CSS now. And I was trying to understand why. Hi, Cora. I just put all the food away. She was stuck in the room. I had her like locked with me because I didn't trust her since she ate my dinner last night. But now that the food that I made is cooled off, I put it away and now she has nothing to do but sniff. Hi, babe. Oh, what? There's no food for you to steal. Thieving bitch. I still can't believe you. Mm-hmm. You're a bitch. But I'll pet you anyway. Because I know you like it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, let's see. Where's my page? Refresh. Cool. So if I click start, what happens? The timer goes. Thank you! I feel like I should be asking my instructor if I can make... Oh, I finally messed up my armchair arm. There's a rip in the plastic. Oh, it's been years. I think it's lasted like 3 or 4 years, this chair. Dang. I must have just done that. I'll have to show you. Okay, so this line 48 didn't work. As expected. I thought it would hide that section, but I think all it does is reset what was supposed to be in there. But anyway, the timer counts down from 60, and once it gets to 0, these two lines reset, and it just says time's up. I think because of event bubbling, maybe? I don't know. Yeah. Maybe I'll just ask the class. I'm gonna ask the instructor specifically. Can you specify something for the challenge or project? I'd like to know. I'd like to verify. I'd like to verify that we are supposed to use only one index.html file this week. Correct? Are we allowed to use more than one HTML file for this project, or are we only allowed one? I'm trying to think of what else I can put in this question. Are we allowed to use more than one HTML file for this week or challenge? Or are we only allowed one? I'm asking because the model has multiple pages. Unique pages, but I wasn't sure if that was on one. That HTML file with that gets modified entirely by JS, or if each page is separate. There, I'll just ask him. I'm guessing he won't get back to me right away, but we'll see. Woo. Okay, so what works? The start button does not work yet. Or maybe it does. Let me see. If I refresh the page, nothing should happen. If I refresh the page and hit start, the timer should go off. Cool. Nice. I think I'm gonna move the time left somewhere. Where is that? Time left. Has time remaining. What if I do a span instead? time left here. Okay. I just fixed the timer formatting a little bit. So it'll say nothing when you click start. The timer appears and it says time left. And then when the timer is done, it'll disappear the seconds counter and will say time's up. Seconds and time left and seconds will say time is up. Ooh, I'm gonna close that window. I had the heater on and the window open. Just so that, because I have the door closed, it was gonna be like really stuffy in here. But now that the window is, now that the door is open and the dog is out, time to close the window because it's freaking cold. Okay, let's see. Timer's almost done. Boop! Oh no! Oh no! I broke something. I fixed one thing and broke another. Timer done. Gets you dot timer. Oh. Time remaining. Oh, I gotta wait another minute to see if it works. I should just set it to like 2 seconds. Okay, it works. 60 seconds. Put that back. And I should save it. Okay, I'm gonna save off screen. Git add dot git commit m modified HTML, so timer would be visible only after clicking start button. Git push. Password done. Saved. Woo! Okay. Create function for lose case to call in this line. Replaces countdown timer and time left text. Only visible after clicking start button. Okay. We're doing stuff. We're doing stuff. Alright. This I haven't done correctly yet. I want to hide this whole section. I need to do a data select or data set or something. I forget what it's called, but we did it last night. Move around. Nah. Data attributes. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay, we looked at this last night in class. It says click on image below, and right now it's a static image. When you click on it, it plays the animated version. And then when you click on it again, it reverts back to the static image. And it's not clean either. It doesn't just pause the image wherever it's at. It reverts always back to this exact image. So I can get it really close, but if like the ears are the wrong way, it always jumps back to this original image. Same with like the baby getting the ice cream, it'll jump back. And I can have them all play at the same time. Yeah. And the magic behind this was what? Each image has a bunch of data attached to it. So the source file, the original source file, is something from Giphy, and then the _s denotes that it's the static image. And then the data animate is the GIF, the actual GIF. And then data still is the static image. And it starts on data state still. And then it's all text. So I could do something like that with the different page sections. Just put like data states on them. So like visible or not visible or something. Let's see. Kind of weird though to be doing that. Data dash, and then you can name it whatever you want. I'm trying to think. You can name the data states anything, but I don't know if I want all of the data states to have the same name across sections. I think I want them to have separate names, like opener, opening page on, and opening page off or something. Opening page on. Or I could do like active or inactive. Active. Data inactive is set to inactive. And then the data state begins as active. Maybe. Okay, it's been 10 minutes since I asked the instructor the question. Ah! I want him to answer me now. Alright, what else? I should comment this out because it doesn't work. Wait a minute. The student one. Let me see this. Ah. This has hidden and shown stuff in it. Maybe I can use this. This was something we did last night and I don't remember how we fixed it. Last night was really hard. I feel like if I study in advance and read up on all this stuff in advance, like the week ahead, I'm good. But now that things are more difficult, I'm still using this week to like figure out the stuff that just happened, as opposed to reading up on what's coming up for next week. So when next week happens, I'll be similarly behind and struggling. I catch up each week so far, but it's so much at once. Okay. Show a hidden number on click. This will be similar to what I'm doing because I'm doing on click. Oh, he answers. The A, C do not specify that it has to be one HTML file, so you can use as many as you want. Okay. Huh. maybe I will just look up how to incorporate more than one HTML file. How to use more than one HTML file. Is there any way to have multiple distinct HTML pages contained within a single file? For example, suppose I have a website with 2 pages. Page 1, click here for page 2, and page 2, click here for page 1. This was asked 11 years ago. Holy crap. Can I create a single HTML file that embeds a simple static for both pages, but only displays one at a time? My actual pages are, of course, more complicated, but I want to avoid as much script as possible. You could, but you probably just want to have 2 sets of content on the same page and switch between them. Ooh, that's what I want. HTML head script function. Oh. This is weird. They're saying put script tags right in your HTML. I don't think I really want to do that unless I have to. Script function. Show, shown, hidden, document, get element by ID. Body div, page 1 and page 2. Huh. Okay. Let's do that. This is gonna be weird. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna take off all these classes and all this other crap out of the header. It doesn't belong there. I'll even leave that on top. And then main is gonna change. I'm gonna put sections in it. All right. Section 1. Is gonna have a class opening page. And then section 2 is gonna be the quiz page. And then section 3 is going to be the leaderboard page. So the quiz page needs to have the timer and the question boxes. In here. Time remaining on top? No. Question box, question text. Yeah, I guess we'll put the timer on top. Alright, fuck it. And then... Why is this like that? Excuse me. Question box has a header in a div class, response class. K. question box has a question in it and responses in it. Okay. And then the quiz page has a timer, and then the question box will list shit in it. And then the leaderboard has all this stuff in it. Has a header and a form. And the stuff in the form is indented. And then it has user scores where the actual leaderboard prints out to. And a home button. Right, the aside can come out. That's gotta go. Don't need that. That's better. Holy shit, it's cold. I should save this though. This is so much better. Because now I have sections. I have sections that are going to be completely independent of one another. All within the main part of the body. Opening page. This stuff has to go on the opening page. The button. I don't know. This looks weird to me. Okay. Alright, section is there, button is there. I'm gonna put the paragraph in there. Alright, so the opening page will have answer as many questions as you can. JavaScript coding quiz should probably always stay at the top. So I'm gonna leave that in the header. I'm gonna make this an H2, even though it's just instructions. Let's see what this looks like. Close, close. Refresh. Oh, it's huge. Cool. Start button still works. We haven't touched that. Or messed with any of the classes that touch that. So it'll still work. Twitch user research community. Hi, failderp. We'd like to thank you and the rest of the community. They're just saying thank you without giving me money? Well, okay. Cool. It's fine. Why aren't they giving me money? They should be giving me money. Not really. Oh, it's so cold though. Okay. I should put this on dark mode. You know what? You know what? Let me... Okay. We are going to save this right now. That's step 1 and save start... Blah, 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 blah. Step 2 is putting this shit on dark mode. I'm gonna open the CSS file. Hi, Rainbow! I'm learning how to code. I'm gonna be a hacker. What are you up to? I'm like struggling to say words, but it's okay. Alright. Off screen. Where's my thingy? Alright. Git add dot git commit m restructured HTML to be able to restructure HTML in separate sections to be able to hide and show as needed. Git push password Done. There we go. Okay, it's saved. I wish there was just a little save button, but there's like 8,000 ways to save something. So you have to tell it exactly how you wanted to save. Learning how to code 2 years ago and still don't know a single thing about it. Hey, that's okay. If you get into it as like a hobby and you kind of dabble in it here and there, it's understandable you won't necessarily be like making leaps and bounds to be able to move forward and like know a lot. If it's just something that kind of captures your interest, that's good enough, you know? I've also discovered myself that it's pretty freaking hard. But it's okay. What is this crap? There we go. Alright, let's go to the CSS. And we're gonna just make this for later. Background color is something. Hexadecimal colors. Let's pick some colors. That's a really deep purple. Let me see. What am I doing? A quiz. I'm making a quiz. What's a good color for a quiz? That's super dark. I won't be able to read any of the text. So I have to change the text color too. Okay. Oh, why am I naming it that? Why am I naming it that? Do not name it that. Black purple. And we're gonna get a text color. Not this. Lavender. And we're gonna get a text color. Maybe lighter than that. Alright. Oops. White purple. Background color. We're gonna attach to the body. Body. Background color is going to be black purple. And then text color is going to be white purple. So it's still gonna be black and white, but reverse. Let's see if it works. Where is it? Where is it? This one. Refresh. No! You lose 80% of focus in 2 minutes? Yeah, that's another thing. There's so much like reading and thinking and I'm still very new to it, but I've noticed like, well, okay, there's a few ways to get around losing focus. But you still need some focus to be able to get started. So number one is I wrote a text file. This is not part of the program that I'm building, but it's just like, I named it like ideas. And I wrote down like, what is the main goal of this project? It's going to be a quiz with a timer, and the quiz will be multiple choice questions. It'll be on the internet. It'll use these coding languages. It'll function on different screen sizes and device sizes. And I'm gonna use questions from somewhere in my class, right? Like, I have the main goals set out there, and then I started trying to come up with ideas like, you know, how would I build that? How would I make the timer? And what would I do with the start button and all that shit? And like, this is not even done. This is not even like a full idea of how to build this program, but it helps me like get started. So if I zone out and I'm like, what was I doing? I can go back to this and be like, what the fuck was I supposed to do again? So it kind of helps. And like, I changed the ones that are done to check mark. Ooh, I can do this. call a quiz function. That's done. You need to calm your brain down? Maybe? Well, if you're... I don't know the right way to say this, but if you think that turning to substances might help you, you might be someone who could benefit from prescribed substances as opposed to self-prescribed substances. Because, as you know, with anything, it's addictive, especially if you get the desired result from trying that substance. Even Ritalin is addictive, but it could be worth looking into. If you're interested in doing stuff that requires a lot of focus and you just can't do it, that might help. I personally don't like medication, but I know it can be very helpful. Why did this not work? I forget how to do CSS. That's why it didn't work. Oh, because I didn't link it. I didn't link it. Derp. Where is it? Oh my god, I forget how to do it. Link CSS to HTML. I can't believe I'm looking this up. There we go. Link. Is it really a link? That's not, it's not a link. What? Yeah, see, what's the point? If you hate it and it makes you sick, like, you might find there's other things out there that won't make you sick and you will still be able to focus. That's unfortunate. Hope you find something that really works for you. There we go. Oh, it's so ugly. Oh god. At least it's in dark mode. What's up? Phantom. How you doing? You just get home? I'm learning how to code. It's been so long. I was gonna ask you guys, how is class? Are things getting better? I heard right around Thanksgiving you were having a big test. I feel bad. One of the kids in your class, her mom emailed me like, oh my god, there's a test coming. What do I do? And I don't work there anymore. Hi, trash. What? Who's trash? That better be a typo. Look, I'm making a program. You know how we did like Quizlet in class? Well... No! Oh my god, no. That's so disappointing. I'm just eating stir fry, Rainbow. It was like vegetables and like mushrooms and rice. It's stir fried rice, there we go. And then like eggs and soy sauce, you mix it all together. Oh, the class is trash. That's so sad. I was really hoping you'd be like, yeah, things turned around and now it's all exciting and stuff. Dang. That is a bummer. I'm so sorry. If I could have stayed longer at that school, I would have. But some of the people that I worked for were just horrible. I couldn't do it anymore. I do miss you guys a lot though. But it is what it is. You can't control everything. I tried and it just didn't work out. You miss school so that you can miss class. That's okay. You know, sometimes when it doesn't work out and that's the best you can do, it's understandable. That's sad though. Wait, so what do you like about that class? Are there things that are still worth it for you? Seriously? Are you sure? You regret it? Aw. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's so sad. Well, I hope that you take Spanish for Spanish speakers next year. If it's available. Because if you sign up for that class and you still don't get in, they'll put you in the correct Spanish class. Hi, Jello! Hi, Jello! I'm learning how to code. Get sauteed reindeer? I don't think I've ever had that before. I'm trying to... Phantom, is your Discord white Raijin? I'm trying to make sure... Yeah, you are. Okay. I kept forgetting. I was wondering... So, like, I know you're from my class, and I was pretty sure I knew which student you were. And I don't want to say your name because that's not the right thing to do online. So I was like, oh, I wonder if your Discord name is White Raijin. And it is. I just had to make sure. I was like scrolling through my Discord to see if I had you as the right person in my mind. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, just making sure, because I don't know. I feel like it's rude to not know who you're talking to. So I just like to check. You bought a whole reindeer? How long does it take you to eat a reindeer? I think it's kind of funny that you're eating a reindeer and your name is Rainbow. Spelled differently though. Oh man, I'm so sad. Usually when you get a new teacher at a school, things either get way better or way worse. And I was really hoping it would be better because I knew she was from another country and knew she would have different cultural values. But usually that's a good thing because then the young people are curious and they want to know more. But from the sounds of it, it seems like she's very traditional and that's just not a popular teaching style. Traditional is not fun. That's a bummer. Excuse me. What if I change this? Is that better? No. What if I change this? And this? Okay, these colors are so bad. What colors do I want? I need a complementary color or something. Well, it's good to see you in any case. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad we can talk about it. We don't have to talk about class because it sounds like a major disappointment. What else is new for everyone? Rainbow's telling me about his reindeer. I like that. I don't think I would know what to do if someone just had a frozen reindeer in their house. But, you know, could be worth trying for those who are able to eat meat or willing to. Ooh, I bet it's cold. It is so cold. I don't have heat in my house right now. I just have like this little space heater machine. I'm all bundled up because it's cold. I can't imagine being outside right now. Did the head principal have to yell at everybody because they were talking? I remember sometimes it's really good and sometimes it's really bad. Everyone starts talking like crazy and they're not supposed to. Okay, if it lasts a year, Rainbow, that sounds okay. I was thinking it would be like, I don't know, that you eat it so much that it's not special or something. It was -13 Celsius. And you slept really well with the window open? You're probably an alien and or need to get yourself checked. The 6th graders got in trouble. You would think the 6th graders would be the best ones because they're the youngest ones and they're like, okay, we gotta follow the rules, guys. That's so cute. Hey, I'm glad you guys didn't get in trouble. I remember last year when you had a different head principal, he used to yell at everybody. It's probably a lot better this year with someone new. I'm gonna turn the light on and see how like my glasses have this black marks on it? It's from my green screen. I'm gonna see if I can fix it by turning the light on. Be right back. Didn't really fix anything. Dang it. You got lucky? Hey, I've been working there for like 6 years, and I will say there was only like 1 year where people got in trouble, and it was like just a small group of friends being goofy. After COVID, though, everyone got in trouble because everyone was not used to being in school anymore and like, I don't know, just being normal kids. Everyone was like being goofy. So anything goes after COVID, I feel like. So I'm glad things are getting easier for you guys. You don't get yelled at. It's really gonna bother me that there's black spots on my face. Oh well. Your little group got in trouble? Come on, man. You gotta impress them. Well, that's not true. You gotta impress them when it's the right time. You know what I mean? You had a fun principal. What? What do you mean he was fun? How can he be fun and scary? You mean like he was scary when you met him, but you found out he was actually fun? I think our new guy is really fun. I actually miss him a lot. He's a really good guy. He's like nice and he tries to be understanding. He doesn't like to yell at people. I used to have a problem with the old guy because he was like, he had anger problems. Like very serious anger problems, and he would scream. He even screamed at me before, which is not professional. So the new guy is a lot better. And he likes to be silly, which is good. You know what? Maybe I'll go to my old project. My old project had better colors. Let me just pull this off screen real quick so I can get the correct colors. And then I'll bring it right back. My password generator, that had good colors. What is it? Where's the assets folder? CSS styles. Okay, here we go. Here's some new colors. They were nice. Alright, so this had... Where did we leave off? So there was black, purple, lavender, and white purple. White, sunflower, and then blue, gray. Let's try and use those instead. Alright, so I'm gonna comment these ones out. And then I'll change this background to dark purple. And then the text to light purple. And then where are we at? That's someone else's repo. Okay. It's not right, but like it's better. It's not hard on the eyes, and it's still readable. I'd say then we're good. Alright, what else do I want? I want the headers. The header will be color sunflower. That stands out. It makes you pee your pants and look straight through your soul. Oh yeah, okay. You know, it's funny, my grandfather is retired, but he was a principal at an elementary school. And he was, before that, he was like, well, he had different jobs and stuff, but early on in his life, he became a drill sergeant in the military. And later on, he became a principal for like a children's school. And I was like, oh no, like, you were a principal? You're so regimented. But I found out he was actually pretty good at it. They put him in like one of the schools that had a lot of problems. And eventually he worked really hard to gain the trust of all the people there. And he gave them things that they needed that the other principal never gave them. And basically made a community out of the people who worked there and the kids who went there and the families who had kids. And like the school actually turned around and it was like one of their best behaved schools and best performing schools and like had the happiest employee rate. So it's surprising. But he was kind of like that too, where like everything's all sunshine and rainbows and he's goofy and funny until you cross the line. And then you're in trouble and like you might as well just die. I don't know how people flip the switch like that, but I guess in a way it's good because then people don't have incentive to cross you. Like they don't want to mess with you if you're gonna be like that. Time to light things on fire. Light source? Hello? That fixes my little problem with my green screen. Go figure. I'll just move it away from the monitor. We should be good. Almost everyone respected him. Yeah, see? Having boundaries is good. It makes people actually like you. People who have no boundaries, they either get stepped all over or are like feared, I think. Like the guy I worked for, the high school principal, he's an awful man. I quit because of him. Like he had no boundaries. He would scream in people's faces, me included, kids included. He would clench his fists and you'd be like, am I in trouble or are you gonna beat the shit out of me? Like he was so scary. He didn't treat people like humans. So, it's good to be out of there. But it's good to have people that actually respect your boundaries. What am I thinking? HTML, font, standard browser fonts, CSS web safe fonts. All right, let's do that. Which one looks good? Veranda, Tahoma. I think I like Tahoma. Eh. Let's just go with that. Font. Family. Oh, they're already all in here. How's that? Has Tahoma in it. Cool, it looks different. Why, you got bad breath? I'm just messing. And then we'll do font spacing, I think is what it's called. No, font size, font weight, font family, font stretch. What is the thing where you put space in the middle? It's not font spacing? Space between lines, CSS. Line height. Oh. Line height. 1.15. Did I do it? Yes. What's default? 1.15 is actually smaller than default? .75. Whatever. Okay. No, I was just messing with you, Rainbow. I'm sorry. I hope you're not picking fights with people, though. Okay. H1, and we'll do H2 also. And I'm gonna change this one. I'm probably gonna change the colors completely because these are the exact same colors from my last project. Erg. Who's picking fights? Nobody. I was saying how one of the principals that I worked for, who's at the high school right now, screams in my face and is not nice. He's a bad man. And Rainbow was like, oh, I had a principal like that too. Like, he would be really scary. Or he'd be like really funny until you mess with him. Then he's really scary once you cross that line. And he was saying like, oh, if anyone gets in my face like that, you're not gonna have a good time. So no one's technically picking any fights. Nobody. We're being good. What are you up to right now? Answer as many questions as you can. Alright, this needs to be a paragraph. I thought I wanted it to be a heading, but I don't. There we go. That's better. Phantom, have you ever been in a fight? I have one story about being in a fight. Like a physical altercation where you're like supposed to punch each other. Like that kind of a fight. Oh! Oh my god, do you know which teacher it was? Don't say their name if you know. You watched a fight, but you've never been in a fight? When I was in 6th grade, our elementary school that I went to was kindergarten all the way to 6th grade. And you didn't go to the next school until you were in 7th grade. So 6th graders are the big kids. Oh, the gym teacher? Oh, jeez. You fought your own brother? So being a 6th grader, no one messed with us, right? But of course, there are other 6th graders around, so only the 6th graders mess with the other 6th graders. The younger kids don't ever mess with them. And this one girl lived really close to my house, and we used to like have the secret passageway between our houses, so like I could go out of my backyard and sneak around and be in her backyard because we were so close to each other. That way my parents were like, it's great that you want to hang out. We don't have to worry about teaching you how to cross the road because you can just go through the backyard. So me and this girl used to hang out all the time, and we did like little kid things. And she was like in a very popular kid group, and I was like kind of a weirdo. So when we were at school, the other kids in the popular kid group would be like, why are you here? Get out. Like, you're not allowed to talk to your neighbor. She's in the cool kid group and you're not. And I was like, what do you mean? We're on the same like sports team and we hang out after school every day. Like, we live really close to each other. And this other cool kid was not having it. This girl was like really mad at me that I was talking to her friend. And she didn't want to hear about how her friend was also hanging out with me and like being a nerd with me. So she shoved me and I fell backwards because I wasn't expecting her to touch me. And we were standing right near where there was a dumpster. It just happened to be where we were. And I fell back and I slammed into the dumpster because I completely fell. And like, there's this metal part that sticks out. It's not just like a box, you know? There's like prongs and things that stick off of it so the big truck can like pick it up and take it away. And I fell into that part that sticks out and I got really hurt. And the girl who pushed me was like, oh my god, I didn't mean to kill you. Oops. And she just left. So the biggest fight I've ever been in is just someone shoving me over and I fell. I've never actually like fought people. I've thought about it, but I don't think I would ever do that unless it was like there was absolutely no other option. I don't think I have the instincts for it. Yeah, I don't know. I guess being on the side where I just want to goof around and still be a kid, I didn't understand the reason why those other girls were trying to exclude me. Like, definitely, I think that's part of why I was such a good teacher, is like, being someone who was bullied before, I can see what it looks like and recognize it and help people integrate better instead of like keeping each other from spending time together. Like, no one has to like anyone. I would never like force a student to sit with or be with a student they really don't like, or like make them sit with their bully or something. But I have shut down bullying a lot in class because I know what to look for. Which one did your sister pick, Rainbow? Here, wait, I should save. Git add dot git commit m added root to root colors to CSS file to be able to work on dark mode,
I'm going to take a nice centimeter slice.
Reduce eye strain.
And technique and timing. So
Git
as simple as this is.
push. Password done. Alright, it's saved. She picked the good girls. Aww. What do you mean she's not a good girl? You should be standing up for your sister right now. Okay, I'm in the JavaScript. I need to save JavaScript, or I need to do JavaScript things. So the style sheets is all fun right now, but I'm gonna close it. I'm not gonna work on it. I'm not gonna touch it right now because the branch that I'm in, the project portion that I'm working on right now is called JavaScript. So I'm only gonna touch this file and the one it's attached to, the HTML file. Rainbow, you're a good girl. Aww. Well, at least between you and your sister, one of you is a good girl. Maybe you can show her how it's done. Wait, what did she do that was so bad? That's so funny. I don't know. If I ask people in the generation older than me in my family if I was good or not, I'm pretty sure all of them will say yes, I was good. But I didn't really do anything. I think it was boring. Like, I learned French, and I learned music, and I learned art, and I learned how to be a people pleaser. It was boring. I think it's much interesting now. Much more interesting. Alright, let's see. Okay, I think I know what I want. I have no idea how to do the quiz section yet. I have some variables set up for the quiz section, but I think what I want to do right now is just have, when I click the start button, I want the timer to start. And I want to have the quiz section appear and the other two sections disappear. Yeah, I think that's what I want. That's gonna take a while, but I want to take some time to try and figure that out. Drink and have parties and raves? Wow. That's pretty intense. We didn't have access to that kind of stuff. I know, like, Finland, you can drink pretty much whenever, but you can't do that here. Like, if you're bad in the United States, you're, like, really bad because you and several other people probably are breaking the law. Like, you can't buy alcohol until you're 21. So, if you're a teenager and you're, like, drinking and having parties, like, there is an adult out there who is enabling you, and both of you are breaking the law. So, it's a whole new type of bad. That's pretty wild, though. For sure. Time remaining function and quiz function. I did that. Activity 7 shows how to create HTML element tags with text and attach as children in a document. I'm looking at my homework. JavaScript, activity 7. Let's see. Yeah, I know. I know. I have a friend in Denmark and it's the same for them there. Like, usually they just drink light, sparkling ciders and stuff, like pear cider or something. When they're younger. Wait, under 18 is no drinking? Oh. No, then it's not the same as Denmark. I think, I'm not sure, but I think Denmark you can drink alcohol at any age. You just can't drink the really strong stuff. I can't remember. But I think it's something like that. Alright, so this console shows a lot of operators. I think I'm in the wrong section. Ah, yes I am. Okay. Activity 7. This should be good. Activity 7 shows how to create HTML element tags with text and attach as children in the document. Append child. No, I don't want to do that. No, I want to do the data stuff. What's it called? Event listener, preventing default. Data attributes. That's what I want. That is really stupid. I'm glad that you also think that is stupid because seriously, it's like the dumbest thing I've ever heard. No offense to those people who say that. They're probably not actually dumb, but they're very clearly insecure. Oh, you just consume what you like and don't consume what you don't like. That goes the same with clothes, and it goes the same with shows, and it goes the same with food and drinks, artwork, music. It literally has nothing to do with gender or sexuality. People just like what they like. Okay, so data attributes. Save references to the image animated and still versions as attributes on the element itself. Okay, so I think each section in my HTML need to have data attributes. And we did a similar example. When I click on a card, the hidden number is revealed. Okay. How can we use dataset object to access an element's data attributes? I don't know. Let's see. Check the state. So this constant checks the state get attribute and prints it in the console. And then if the state is one thing, the text content is there. And if not, oh, that's what I wanted. Okay. Yeah, we have the same thing. I think there's a lot of families that disallow drinking of alcohol, and they're very strict on that because of like religious beliefs, but we do have a lot of families enabling their children to test things out in a safe environment at home. Yeah, I agree. And you know what? The parents who don't support their children in like experimenting or satisfying their curiosities, sometimes the parents and children just don't communicate enough for the parents to even know that their child is curious about trying out alcohol or whatever. And so then, you know, the child will go off on their own and just do things on their own. But other times, the parents are so strict and the society surrounding is also so strict, the child will just, or teenager, whatever, will just go out and do whatever. I knew a guy who I grew up with who... Well, that's not true. I met him in high school. But when he was growing up, like around age 11, maybe 12, he used to drink all of the alcohol that he could find in his parents' house. And then one time he got so destroyed that he left the house and wandered around completely lost and blacked out. He didn't know who he was or where he was, just wandering around, and collapsed somewhere in someone's front lawn, and they had to like go and find him because he just wanted to try it. Like, he did all of that by himself. So yeah, it can be a huge risk to families and their kids, because you know what, his parents still didn't find out because he had an older brother go and save him, and then they just started drinking together, him and the older brother. It never really got better, and he has cognitive delays because of it. It's unfortunate. He decided the best thing he could do with his life, because he ruined his brain, is just go and join the military. It was weird. He's done well for himself, but it's still a hard time. Okay. Trying to look at what we did in class. So each box had a data number and a data state hidden. If the state is hidden, then set data state to visible, which is just a new word they made, and then get attribute data number, which sets the text content to this set attribute text content. Uh-huh. This is a little complex for me. Line 3 says the container has an event listener. When you click on a box, this function is called and the event happens. I'm wondering, I have one event listener already and it doesn't have event in it, but I'm wondering if I can kind of combine the ideas here from class into this. Right now my start button event listener, when I click the button, this function starts the quiz and starts the timer. Rainbow, you can't be sure that they're not addicted. Alcohol addiction is hereditary, and so it can be complicated if a lot of people drink. Like, Northern Europeans are well known to be heavy drinkers. So I would say that in your region, it wouldn't be surprising that you know a lot of people who are heavy drinkers. And they may not say they're addicted or admit to being addicted, but there's a high probability that they could be. Yeah, violent parents. Yeah, alcoholism is not healthy for people. I don't really drink that much. Not because I'm scared of becoming an alcoholic, though. It's just not that appealing, I guess. Alright, let's see. If I put event in here, I would need to define what that event is going to be. Var... What's element? Container add event listener. Click function event. Listens for clicks on container. Events will bubble up onto their parents, so events are listening up to the container. Okay, sure. I don't really get this. I think I'm gonna mess this up. Element. Element. What's element? Is there an element in here? There's no element in here. Good for you, Rainbow. That's probably the better choice, honestly. And that's the, like, thoughtful choice. You've seen what it can do to people who are related to you. You know the risks because it's passed genetically. Like, the risks are passed genetically. Alcoholism isn't passed genetically, but the risk for it is. That's smart. At least you don't talk about, like, missing out. Element. Why is it called element? Event.target? Okay. And then I have some family who struggle with alcoholism, but we're not related. So I don't think I have to worry about it as much as other people do. I do have family members who are like neurotic and obsessive though. So with substances, there's always like that kind of middle ground of like, well, you should probably be careful because what if that's something you like obsess over? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You and I are on the same page. For sure. It's pretty much what I'm saying right now. It's like there's other risks. All right. So what's the state? Data state. Class is whatever. Data state. This is data state hidden and data number. I can name data dash whatever. Data active and data inactive is what I want to use. So I'm gonna make a constant variable called state, and it's gonna attach to element get attribute data active, right? Oh, data state is set to active. Wait, what does it say? Data state is set to hidden. Data number is set to 1. Wait a minute. I'm gonna set this to data state set to active. And then I'm gonna set data hide to inactive. Sure. I'm just getting myself confused with names. Don't mind me. Oh, so it's getting so dark. Oh god. I need another light. Wait a minute. Okay, that'll work. Data state active. Data hide inactive. Okay, this is where I was stuck before. I don't know if I should name them all the same or if I should name them very uniquely from each other. So I could have on my different sections data state active and data height inactive. I think there's a way to do it where they all have the same name, the same data states anyway. Data sets. Let's just try it. Where's the last section? Leaderboard is one. Quiz page. There's the other one. Okay. Alright. I'm trying so hard to figure this out. Basically, alright, I should explain what I'm doing. I am trying to look at my classwork, which is in this on the left. And what it does is, I'll show you. Oops. Oh. It's a web page that says click on box to show hidden number. So I can click here and a number appears. I can click it again and it goes away. All of them function. Doesn't matter what order I click on them. As long as I click it, it switches the data state from visible to hidden. And hidden to visible back again. I'm trying to use whatever tool was able to do this. And I'm trying to duplicate it here on my page. So for example, when we first go to the page, I want only the top part to be showing and everything underneath to be hidden. And then when I click start, I want the top stuff and the bottom stuff to be hidden and only the questions right here in the middle to show. And then when the timer gets to 0 or the questions are all done, I want the top to be hidden and the questions to be hidden and only show the leaderboard. Ugh. So there's a lot of like switching on and off, and like I have to label all the stuff correctly first so I can tell it, look at the label here. When the label is on, show it, and when the label says off, hide it. I'm just very new at doing this, so it's gonna take me a while. Rainbow, I follow you 100%. That's very easy to understand. Thank you for writing that. It looks like maybe you have something in common, like the focusing part and using alcohol actually helps. What is that guy doing to fix all that buzzing in his head? Or is he, instead of fixing it, is he just trying to come to terms with it? What stage in recovery is he? Okay, let's see. Close, close. Alright, so I want to copy what's here and change it to fit what I'm doing. Oops. One issue. Audit usage of Navigator user agent. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Oh, Jesus. That's terrible. I declared a constant variable and I named it state. And element. What does event.target do? Event.target is a read-only target property of event interface, reference to the object onto which the event was dispatched. It's different from event.currentTarget when the event handler is called during the bobbling or capturing phase of the event. Jesus Christ. Event.target property can be used in order to implement event delegation. Oh, this is so full of words. I'm sure you do learn a lot. It sounds like there's a lot that he's putting out there for people to see. Unordered list equals document.createElement unordered list. So they made a constant variable in JavaScript that just prints something into the HTML. Document.body append child unordered list. Okay, now it's in child. List item. They did the same thing to list item 1 and 2 and appended them to unordered list. Function hide EVT. I guess that's short for event. Event.target refers to the clicked list item element. This is different than event.currentTarget, which would refer to the parent unordered list in this context. Event.target refers to the clicked thing. Event.currentTarget refers to the parent. So event.target.style.visibility is hidden. Monkey! Hey, friend! Hope you're doing your homework. Hi. Phantom was here too at some point. I'll tell him that you said hi. Thanks for the follow, Monkey. I haven't been on in a while because I haven't figured out how I can stream and do all my classwork at the same time. You know what? Ugh! Because we're both in class. Although, my class is like a nighttime thing. Your class is a daytime thing. But you get the idea. Code you a flight simulator? Dude, do you see what I'm struggling with right now? Rainbow, I'm literally struggling to make this quiz website. This quiz application. Right now, it just looks like a website instead of like an actual app. Give me some time. Besides, aren't there already flight simulators out there? Here, wait. Maybe, let me open this in Google Chrome. Maybe it'll run better. Excuse me? Why is it white again? Bro. Oh, it's so broken on Chrome. What happened? Wait, why? Look at the timer. Oh, wait, no. It's only broken if you click it twice. Alright, got it. Oh, today? That's cool. You should ask him all about it. Brr. I wonder why the one browser looks fine and the other browser doesn't actually use the code that I put in it. Dot. There we go. That's why. I forgot the dot. That's funny that my one browser figured it out and my other browser had to be told. Interesting. Alright. What am I doing? Create a bank of blah blah blah. Create a bank. Pull all question objects. Where am I? Oh. Hide. Opening page and leaderboard page. Add event listener. Done. To start button. Begin timer on click. Call quiz function. Alright, this part's done. This part's done. And then the hide the other two pages is not done. Okay. Whew. It runs using 10 computers? Wow. That's cool. Must be a pretty hefty program. Hide opening page and leaderboard page.
Ah!
Monkey's brother! That's so cute! Hey kids! How are ya? Phantom told me that French class kind of stinks now. But I hope everything else is going good. Oh my god, that's so cute. Thanks for the follow, you guys. I hope you're doing well. I'm learning how to code, so if you're wondering what the heck you're looking at, it's because this program, this big black screen, is called VS Code. And this is the logo in the top corner. And I'm taking classes to learn how to code and make programs and stuff. And if you've ever used Quizlet in your classes, I'm basically learning how to make one of those like Quizlet games or like Kahoot, where it'll say like a question and there'll be like 4 things to pick from. And you have to pick one and it'll say like yes or no. That's what I'm making right now. It's my homework project for my class. Boeing made a flight simulator. Okay. It sounds like they just use Google Earth or something. Because Google Earth already has that all mapped out. They probably just need a lot of processors to process that much information at one time. That's my guess, is that they're using Google Earth or something related to Google's stuff. Alright, what have I done? What's another season thing? I don't think I've touched this, but it says I have. Alright, I should save, because I'm starting to forget what I did. Alright, saving off screen. Git add dot, git commit, added data set, what's it called? Data attributes. Alright, added data attributes to each page section. Data state and data hide are what they're called. What did I do in this script.js? Begin editing. Start button event listener to incorporate data attribute. And then updated idea text file to reflect current plans for start button event listener. Git push. Saved. Okay, wow, it takes a whole minute just to save what you're doing. 0.1 to 0.100 makes every building. Making every building would take so much time. Oh, to render it all? Yeah, I'm sure. It sounds really cool though. Okay, it's saved. And I was reading up on event target. Right? No, not that. This one. Okay. They make a list. They make list items. They attach them all together. Then they have a function called hide event. Event.target.style.visibility equals hidden. Then they take the list and put an event listener on it. When you click it, the hide function becomes false, meaning it shows up. Okay. Oh, so many steps. All right. So, function, hide event function. The event listener calls the function called hide. This is interesting. I don't know. So my event listener right now, before I put event in the middle, was just called function, like just do things. And it was unnamed, and it just said call the quiz function and call the timer. But I don't know if I can name the function and pass it through an event. I think I can. Okay, wait. Okay, give me a second. Let's try like this. So function hide. We'll do the same thing. Event means event.target style visibility equals hidden. So it will hide stuff, and then when you click it, it will unhide stuff. Okay. Click hide false. That's not exactly what I want. Oh. I'm trying to combine too many functions together. I think I need to talk it out with somebody because I'm getting stuck. Like, I don't know what I can and can't do. And this is the end of the page. Event.target. What did the example do? It named a variable. It just made one. And then called it event.target. Event is a parameter. And target... No, yeah, yes and no. This is my 4th week. Weeks 1, 2, and 3 were beginner stuff. Now it's getting a lot harder. No, weeks 1 and 2 were beginner stuff. Now week 3 was pretty challenging. And week 4 is really freaking hard. I wish I was able to streamed the last ones, but I wasn't ready, basically, for like a bunch of reasons. I had like too much of my personal information in the code because one of the projects was like make a portfolio and put your name on it and describe yourself. So I couldn't show you that one. And the other one, I worked with a partner. Well, I left town to meet with someone so we could talk about it. He did his own project, and I did my own project, but we kind of like tried to talk it through because we were very confused, and so I couldn't stream that. And then the last week was very challenging, but Setsu and I were like going to birthday parties and going to Thanksgiving and all this other stuff, and weren't home. And he and I just kind of talked about it off screen. So now that I'm doing this tough stuff, I'm like, oh, struggling. But no, I don't. I think for like Zarknor or Setsu, yeah, this would be beginner. But for me, it's brand new. You know? I'm just trying to see like what happened between this classroom activity and mine. Because you can't always, sometimes you can just copy stuff and it's like a function that just stands alone and it does its own thing and it does the same thing every time. Like the easiest part for me to build was the timer, because the timer just counts. It doesn't really do anything else. I will add more things to the timer later, but for right now, just having it count from 60 down to 0 and the number changes each second, that's easy because it's standalone. It doesn't matter that it's like looking at other things and connecting to other things correctly. What I'm doing now, or attempting to do right now, is a lot harder because not only do I have to name things correctly, but I also have to link them across documents correctly. So for example, this is classwork, the things that you see on screen. And like line 1 of this JavaScript file says, make a variable and name it container. And so now we just made a new word. It didn't exist before, but now it does. So like a dictionary, you have to give a word a definition. So this variable, this word's definition is this thing. And the definition here, I don't have to read it to you because it kind of just looks like nonsense. But this is basically saying, look in the other file, the HTML file, and find where it says container. Here it is. So everything in this box, everything in this container is connected to the variable here in JavaScript. So now JavaScript can look at the website and be like, let's do stuff to it. That's like all that work just for one line of code. The next line of code here in the JavaScript file says, all right, we're going to look at the container again, which is this big thing over here. Oh, you can't see my mouse? Oh, yeah. Wait, why can't you not see my mouse? You can only see it on the side. It's so weird. It gets hidden on the code. Wow. Well, okay. So this container is the same thing as this section of the HTML. The HTML is actually what you get to see on the website. So we're going to look at the container, and anytime someone clicks on it, this stuff happens. All this stuff happens. So they're like, okay, let's make a new variable so we can look at more things. They named a variable called state. And they looked at the state of this stuff HTML, I think. And then they were looking for what is the attribute on it. And you can see like data state equals hidden on the HTML side. They're looking for this. Does it say hidden or what does it say? And line 9 is just like checking your work. Like, let's print it out somewhere and like, let's go see what it says. And I wrote in my notes, this prints as hidden, so it works. So whenever the state of something in this big old container box is marked as hidden, then we're going to change it from hidden to visible. And what does that mean? Well, we're going to change the text and we're going to say, instead of being hidden, show the number. And that's because each box, each little box, has a number on it on the HTML side. And then this at the bottom of the JS just says like, well, if it's already being shown and you click it again, set it back to the way that it was, which is hidden. Yeah, that's how I am, Rainbow. Like, my brain's starting to get fried. What's the uptime on this stream? I feel like I've been trying to think for too long. Because I'm trying to do the same thing over here. Wait. So I have a lot more lines of code that I want to show and hide. But for example, this section, mine's not called container. Mine's called opening page. And I want my opening page. Right now, it's visible. It's visible right here. But I want to hide it when I click this button. That's a lot to explain, but that's basically what I'm trying to do. Alejandro from French class followed your channel? Oh my god, why did I not hear that? Oh my god, you guys are making accounts just for this. This is awesome. You better come back and like talk to me. I'm so sorry, I cannot believe I didn't hear the alert. Where's my... Is my browser audio turned down too far? That was so fun. Oh, I know what happened. My audio is messed up. I have really wacky audio. Hi, Alejandro! Thanks for stopping by. I know it's been 5 minutes, but I'm sorry. Alright, let's redo the audio. This is supposed to be on VB Virtual. It is, but it's not correct. Oh, it's not listening to me. How are you supposed to... Oh my god, Avatar is in an hour and a half. You're right. You know what? I'll probably have to go soon. I gotta do some things before Avatar tonight. Ooh. Alejandro from French class. Y'all are adorable. So funny. Wait. Oh, I just clicked the same thing again. Darn it. Let's see. I have all my rosters from my previous classes. From previous years. Let's see. 22, 23. What is your French name? Oh, it's Eugène. That was your French name. What's up, Eugène? Dude, you're so good at French. I hope you stick with it, even though maybe you don't agree with the way the teacher does things. I really do hope you stick with it. Rainbow, you're gonna fall asleep. Let's see, let's see. Marking period 2 progress reports coming up. Oh, I'm getting spam. Grades are due this Thursday. Oh my gosh, how are we only in marking period 2? I only worked for 1 marking period? Feels like it was so much longer than that. Okay. I'm gonna turn the music off. I can't think. I can't think. I'm losing brain cells here. Okay. I don't think I'll be able to do this today on stream just because I'm getting really tired. But I'm gonna try my best. I also don't think I need to have a second function. I think I'll be able to do it in the event listener using this stuff. Data state. I just gotta be really careful and take my time. Yeah, I do. I do. I think you're right, Zarknor, but I want to look at it. I'll look at it one more time and then I'm going to end the stream. I think that's what I'm going to do because yeah. I'm becoming less coherent verbally, which means in here is not working as well. Let me do uptime. Oh my god, it's been 3 hours. We've been on and off different topics and I've been looking at this on and off, but it's still a long time. Especially when I have to stop the music, I know I'm getting overstimulated. Zarknor, I don't know if you're available to answer some questions, not about this code, but about like coding in general. I have been coding a lot, reading a lot, and I think generally just using a lot of screen time. I don't know if it's more screen time than before though, because I know I'm like chronically online. But I've been getting headaches almost every single day. Do you think that's related to coding? Or not do you think it is, but do you think it could be? Because Setsu does, like, he gets code brain, which for him, the definition of code brain is like when you can't think anymore and when words stop making sense. But he only really gets headaches if he's stressed. I'm wondering if you think it's possible to get headaches from, like, thinking too much. No, I don't have blue light filters. No, I'm just staring at this straight up as is. Raw eyeballs. I have, like, glare reduction. That's it. Oh no, don't let it get cold. No. I can't believe you like it that cold. Too much blue light exposure will cause headaches. Okay. My grandfather used to have a big thing hanging off his monitor to protect his eyes instead of just getting the glasses. Can I put stuff over my glasses or do I actually have to get different glasses? I mean, I'm all just asking what you know. You don't have to have all the answers. I don't have health insurance right now, so like it kind of doesn't matter if the answer is you need new glasses, then I'm probably just going to have to deal with it. Focusing for too long can be straining and can cause headaches as well. Okay. Do you get those? Like, I'm just trying to imagine what it's like to be a developer and like write code all day long. Because you're looking at a screen and probably thinking. Yeah. I think Setsu gets really bad when he's like on a time crunch, but otherwise he's okay. So, with him as my only model for like knowing what things look like, I'm just like, am I dying? Like, what's wrong with me? You can get them in your glasses. All right, I'll have to do that next time. Maybe I'll just get like a backup pair that has blue light in it. I'll have to think about that. Either way, I'm sure it's really expensive. Yeah. Okay, you convinced me. I'm gonna not stream anymore. And I'm also not gonna think about this anymore. I'll just leave myself some notes. Oops. Let's see. Add a note. Event listener is currently passing event in it as a parameter which may or may not work. The following two lines attempt to attach to data what's it called? Data something. Attributes. Derp. Data attributes. To be able to hide opening page and leaderboard page on click. There. Left myself a note. Thanks for your advice and knowledge, Zarknor. That is very helpful. Git add dot git commit m added js inline notes to reference later when trying to finish start button event listener. Git push. Okay. Blue light filter helped in your glasses, but you can't watch monitor with glasses on? What? What do you mean? It helps, but it doesn't help? That makes no sense. Ah! Oh, you want to see some feet pics? I have feet pics. Oh wait, no. I don't remember if it has my name on it. I'll show you next time. I'll show you next time. I have feet pics. I got my feet x-rayed because they're all crooked and weird. I was like, why are my feet all messed up? And they're like, you have plantar fasciitis. And I was like, darn. But, yeah. I have feet pics. Okay. Well, I suppose that might be the end of the stream. Thank y'all for being here. Zarknor, for your wisdom. And for your 36-month subscription. Holy crap. Thank you. Monkey's brother and Alejandro from French class. Thank you for the follows. Hilarious. I'm just gonna do a quick sneak peek and see if there's anyone on Twitch that we can go visit after this, cause I'll still be around. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Hey, maybe we can play with AJ. She's fun. I forget how to raid. There we go. We're gonna go to AJ Bake Plays because she's fun. Yes, thank you guys. Let's chat some more. Okay. Time to go. Peace.
You know, honestly, it is a nasty fart. Thank you for the bits. There is a seasonal item McDonald's has that isn't garbage, and that is the holiday pie. Failderp just gets it. They just get it.